Here at the Inca conference, there can't be many companies who've been going for more than 100 years. I'm delighted to be joined by Jerry Mills of Mills Limited. Jerry's the current chairman. Jerry, tell us about the family connection and the phenomenal history.
It's an amazing story, actually. The business actually goes back to 1918. It was started by my grandfather, who was a toolmaker. So basically, cut me in half, it spells tools both sides. The business then ran as an engineering distributor through the war years. My father came in post-war. I came in around about sort of 1980. My son has now joined the business. He joined the business in 2015. And so we're fourth generation. It's very unusual to find a company that can actually sort of last that long, and in order to last that long, you have to keep changing. And so that's really been the thing that we've actually done. Engineering, I mean, the UK lost a lot of its engineering, which went overseas. We saw that coming, and that's when we started developing the business pretty much more into servicing tooling and building various toolkits, which then could support the third-party maintenance computer business. That ran us through. We had a great association with the cable TV companies coming through the 90s. We have a big association with Datacom business going through into the early 2000s. And then we started to get an awful lot more into the telecommunication marketplace. And so it's been a real nice story, and I'm delighted to be part of it, and obviously delighted that Elliot, my son's now come into the business as well.
Yeah, you must have been really, really proud. That must have been a great moment. Tell us about the things you're doing in telecoms right now then.
Right, okay, so we're having to massively expand the business. We're actually based in Uxbridge, West London. A lot of our racking is having to massively change to support the rollout of the PIA industry. And the whole business now is requiring much more space. We're taking a second unit on, which we're using as a satellite unit, and generally speaking, the business is going from strength to strength on the back of all the altnets that are now putting spades in the ground.
Yeah, and I think one of the areas you've been involved in is PIA. What difference has that made?
Yeah, PIA is really interesting from the point of view. It all kicks off, I guess, back in 2015, and a lot of the products that we now actually have, really the only customer would have ever been BT. I mean, no one would have ever wanted steps or pole rings or the letters or the numbers that would actually go on the poles. But now they're being requested. And we've now got things such as all of the cappings and all the furniture that will go on telegraph poles, all the MOBRA brackets that go under the ground, and clearly cable, clearly a lot of the enclosures, and then that brings on a complete range of tooling that we need. And a lot of the new ISPs, they like to deal with Mills, certainly on the tooling front, where they can actually say we're putting on 3 or 4 new crews, so we want a toolkit that actually fits into that particular vehicle, and it's got everything. It's a turnkey, and it moves on from there. So PIA has been a really exciting part of the business. We're continually developing new products. We develop probably something in the region of 200 new products, or introduce 200 products each particular month. Again, we're getting more and more market share. And I don't think this whole rollout is probably anywhere near the top. I think we're talking about 85% of the country being fibre to the home by 2025. I think that's going to be a real struggle to achieve that target, and so I don't think we would have even really hit the top of the wave by 2025. So really exciting times, and looking forward to being a big part of this industry for another 100 years or more.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much indeed, Brian.